that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say it, what you gon' do? Stop playing with it, baby. Nah. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You built like that.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a ring.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, we'll launch to kick off for New Orleans. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10 for Dalton. And his first pass is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10 at the 25.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
And the Saints first
on the ground, Kamara. Avoids him at the 40. A second fake. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there out of Kamara. 48 yards. And a lot of times a guy like that at this level, all he needs is one block to spring him, and he was sprung.
Just one, and that one turned into a huge, huge play.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Continuing to fight for more. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Down at the 1-yard line.
That one 28 yards on the ground. First and goal at the 1. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. So an onside kick failed in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
And less than a yard.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
Elliott.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run it with Elliott, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Saints will have the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards on the gain there. And it'll move the chains. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Saints 6, Cowboys 0.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Alvin Kamara.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Xavier Woods on the
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
touchdown.
Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints add on to their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
Hey, man, let's play our game. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches. at the Saints 30.
On the option, here's Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Elliott.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Boys. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New Orleans.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but again, just 1 yard out of it. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Xavier Woods.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break?
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara. As the first half is winding down, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And they'll turn to Kamara. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The tight end, Blake Bell, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Dalton. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter. Here we go. Set now to go.
Stop. Oh my God.
For the 3rd quarter, the Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Stop.
goes up top. And he's into the clear. Room to run at the 50. Deontay Harris. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
New Orleans.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Dalton here from the gun. He finds his target. It's Schultz. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that.
He's got daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a third down. Now Kamara. And And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints just continue to roll. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this, but to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
6-yard line. 56.
Passing, it's Dalton. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Michael Gallup.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Schultz, incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This will be Dalton again. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 1-yard touchdown run from Alvin Kamara. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Saints. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Third down from the gun, Dalton. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Another chance for Dalton. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
And it'll be Dalton again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, Dalton, and that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running with Kamara. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 82 yards. And the Saints are pouring it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call it like that.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
Drew Brees sacked. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
46 yards.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. On second down, Kamara. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is Tony Pollard. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. On third down, Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, Harris gets around him. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just...
Take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did they split?